there's a less forgiveness in our world. I think we're unfortunately in a coarser environment.
These sentiments from actor Bryan Cranston speak to the fact that in recent years, cancel culture has become a contentious issue, drawing strong opinions from various corners of society. Many celebrities have voiced their frustrations with the phenomenon, criticizing the often unforgiving nature of public judgment and the rush to condemn people without understanding the full context. Here's a closer look at what some of these celebrities have said about cancel culture and its impact on public discourse. Lizzo has been vocal about her views on cancel culture, emphasizing its negative impact on people and society. In a candid interview with Vanity Fair in October of 2022, she criticized cancel culture, saying, quote, "People try to cancel people for terrible things, but it's all judgment. So what does it mean when you're holding people accountable for things they didn't even do?" She expressed concern over the rush to judgment and the lack of grace offered to people. She also believes cancel culture often ignores personal growth and redemption. During her interview with The Cut in February 2023, she emphasized the importance of holding people accountable while also allowing room for learning and growth. Quote, "I think it's important to hold people accountable, but canceling someone without context or room for them to improve is damaging." She also talked about how there's a racial and cultural aspect of cancel culture.
"This may be a random time to say this, but it's on my heart. Cancel culture is appropriation."
Jennifer Aniston has shared her concerns about cancel culture, emphasizing the complexities of public discourse and the need for understanding. In a July 2023 interview with the Wall Street Journal, she remarked, "I'm so over cancel culture. I probably just got canceled by saying that." Aniston highlighted the problematic nature of judging people solely based on past actions without considering personal growth and context. She elaborated on her frustration with how social media amplifies cancel culture, noting that it often lacks nuance and leads to disproportionate consequences. Aniston advocates for a balanced approach, stating, quote, "There's no forgiveness. I don't put everybody in the Harvey Weinstein basket." She pointed out that while accountability is crucial, there needs to be a space for people to learn from mistakes and grow. Johnny Depp has been outspoken about his views on cancel culture, particularly following his highly publicized legal battles. In September 2021, during a press conference at the San Sebastian Film Festival, he criticized cancel culture, calling it an instant rush to judgment based on what essentially amounts to polluted air. He highlighted the dangers of snap judgments, saying,
"It's so far out of hand now that I can promise you that no one is safe."
Depp emphasized that the lack of due process and nuance makes cancel culture particularly damaging. He pointed to how accusations, whether proven or unproven, can have a devastating impact on careers and lives. Quote, "It doesn't matter if a judgment has taken some artistic license," he said. Depp called for a more thoughtful and careful approach to public discourse, suggesting that people should wait for the facts before condemning other people. Demi Lovato has voiced strong opinions about cancel culture, emphasizing its often unforgiving nature. In a March 2021 interview on the Joe Rogan Experience podcast, Lovato criticized the rush to judgment that cancel culture often perpetuates. They stated, quote, "I think the term cancel culture is just people that have gotten bored and they need something to say." Lovato elaborated that cancel culture can be particularly damaging to people who are genuinely trying to change and improve their behavior. They said, quote, "If you're not willing to learn and grow, that's one thing. But if you have the ability to learn and grow, then people should give you the opportunity." They emphasized that people should be allowed to make mistakes and given more room to evolve. During an interview with Bustle in June 2020, Lovato advocated for a more compassionate approach, saying, "I'm human, and so is everyone else, and we all make mistakes. It's about how we come back from those mistakes." Sharon Stone Sharon Stone has openly criticized cancel culture, emphasizing the importance of forgiveness and context. In a March 2021 interview with the New York Times, she expressed her concerns about the movement's lack of nuance, saying, quote, "I think cancel culture is the stupidest thing I have ever seen happen. I think when people say things that they feel and mean, and it's offensive to you, it's a brilliant opportunity for everyone to learn and grow and understand each other." Stone highlighted how cancel culture can often lead to the destruction of careers without providing people the chance to learn from their mistakes. She added, "If you don't let people make mistakes and grow, what's left of humanity?" In an interview with the Daily Beast in May of 2021, Stone spoke about the rush to judgment, noting that social media amplifies the negativity and reduces compassion. Quote, "People are afraid to have any conversations, and that's terrifying." Stone believes that while accountability is necessary, the public needs to approach these issues with more understanding and allow room for growth and change. Chris Rock. Chris Rock has been vocal in his criticism of cancel culture, particularly for its stifling effect on comedy and free speech. In a May 2021 interview on The Breakfast Club, he highlighted how cancel culture has led to overly cautious comedians and less daring material. He explained,
"Everybody's scared to make a move. And that's not a place to be. We should have the right to fail.
Right.
Because failure is a part of art."
Rock emphasized that the fear of being canceled has made comedy more boring, as comedians are increasingly concerned about potential backlash rather than taking creative risks. He remarked, quote, "I see a lot of unfunny comedians. I see unfunny TV shows. I see unfunny movies because everyone's scared to, make a move." During his 2022 Netflix special, Selective Outrage, Rock elaborated on his disdain for cancel culture, noting how people often feign outrage to appear morally superior without understanding the context. He explained, "You know what I'm talking about. One person does something and everyone tries to jump on the bandwagon." Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin has been vocal about his views on cancel culture, highlighting its destructive impact on people's lives and careers. In an Instagram post in March of 2021, he described it as a forest fire in a constant need of fuel.
I think my last message went on too long. What I'm saying is I think that the cancel culture is getting out of hand.
He elaborated that the movement often disregards context and due process, writing, quote, "The cancel culture thing has revved up during COVID. They target you and they aim to destroy you, your reputation, and your livelihood." He emphasized the importance of allowing people to learn from their mistakes rather than rushing to judgment. In an October 2021 interview with CNN, Baldwin advocated for a more compassionate approach, saying, quote, "People are so ready to cancel someone, you can't even say that someone needs help because they'll cancel you too." His own experience in the public eye, particularly following the accidental shooting on the set of Rust, further shaped his views on the matter. Despite the intense criticism he faced, Baldwin emphasized the need for people to offer understanding and to support those going through difficult times. Bill Maher. Bill Maher has often been an outspoken critic of cancel culture, consistently voicing his disapproval on his HBO show Real Time with Bill Maher. In a May 2021 episode, he criticized the movement for creating a climate of fear and stifling free speech, saying,
"Is unfortunate because cancel culture is real, it's insane, and it's growing exponentially, and it's coming to a neighborhood near you."
Maher emphasized that while accountability is essential, cancel culture often turns into a, quote, "perpetual online high school where everyone is always waiting to pounce on the wrong word." He added, "When the woke mob comes after people, they're targeting innocent victims who didn't do anything wrong." Now it's time to hear from you. Which of these celebs was most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comments section below.